In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing what I ate in a week here in Banda Aceh. It's going to be for 7 days, so let's go to 7 restaurants. On day 1, we went to Cut Bit. It was near Sultan Iskandar Muda International Airport, which is the airport for Banda Aceh. So basically, this is a restaurant where you eat what you want and pay for what you ate. It always starts with a plate of rice and the dishes with it. And I tried the sireboh goreng, which is what they're famous for here at Cut Bit. Sireboh is a meat stew special to Aceh, and basically it's beef. It's very flavorful. It's a little bit like a beef curry sort of thing. And sireboh goreng, which is meat, like fried meat stew. So they fry this meat stew so the soup dries out and the flavors get into it and it gets crispy, and the flavors of the curry leaves and a little bit of like spice. It's really spicy. I really like it. Now, the ayam tangkap, it's fried chicken that's marinated in spices, in like curry leaves, pandan leaves. It has this like super fragrant, aromatic flavor. It was pretty good. The chicken was an okay size. It's just average because there's a lot of places that serve you really small village chickens. It was really flavorful. I liked it. Next up, we tried out the gulai kambing. Gulai kambing is a curry, a coconut-based curry from Indonesia. It's usually from Aceh, and it's lamb, so lamb curry, and it's super good. You can see how thick it is, and the flavors are there. There's a little hint of spiciness. Next up, we tried out king fried chicken, which is a boycott alternative here in Banda Aceh. In recent months, it's been gaining popularity, and basically they have different sambals and different sauces. So let's give it a try. Let's try out king fried chicken here in Banda Aceh, Indonesia. Is it any good? Let's find out. So first we got the chicken wing. Basically all their fried chicken I think is just plain. So the first sauce we'll be trying is called sambal geprek. It looks really spicy. Let's try some of the skin first without anything. It's pretty good. It's actually really good. I was not expecting this. There's a hint of spiciness actually. Alright, now let's try the chicken and let's dip it in the sambal geprek. Wow, that is super spicy. It's like really garlicky, oniony sambal. Sambal geprek is an Indonesian sambal. Just even a little bit. Wow, that's really good. Really flavorful. The chicken itself is really good already. Crispy, nice and juicy. Sambal adds a nice taste and like spiciness to it. It's nice. Alright, the second thing we're gonna be trying, combo. Now, I thought the Korean combo would have like the chicken already with the Korean sauce, but the sauce is actually on the side. Yeah, I assume it's the same chicken. Now, I'm just gonna lather it on top. The sauce really tastes like hickory barbecue in North America with a little bit of spice, sweet, a little bit of sourness. Yeah, it's more like barbecue sauce in my opinion. I guess you could say it's Korean. The chicken is nice though, it's crispy. Honestly, I don't know if I need to go back to KFC. This combo with rice, breast, and the Korean sauce was only 34,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is this much in USD. The chicken itself, 14,000 for one piece, which is this much USD. Let's try out self-serve bakso here in Banda Aceh, Indonesia. Is it any good? Let's find out. So here we chose our different types of baksos, which one we wanted. We wanted the small ones or we wanted the big ones with like beef inside or egg inside. We also took the gorengan we wanted, like pangsit, which is like fried dumpling. Okay, so let's try out their bakso. I have both the white noodles and the yellow noodles. The bakso rudal, bakso with meat inside. We also have the small bakso. But of course, let's first put the soya sauce in a little bit and a little bit of sambal or chili sauce. Mix it up. And that's actually really good. I really like that. So it's got a perfect mix of flour and meat. The texture is really like soft. It's very untextured. Perfect amount of chewiness. I actually really like that. Now let's try out the big bakso. So you see the ground beef in there, just a little bit. Take a bite. It's really good. Again, the texture is good. It's a little bit salty. I think all bakso rudal is pretty salty, but this, it's just a little bit too salty for my opinion. Yeah, it's still really good.
Let's try out the soup because it goes into the bakso really well. It's really, in Indonesian called Groeh. I'll find the translation. It's salty. It's just, and then I added the soy sauce and the hot sauce. It's good. Now let's try the noodles. I mixed the noodles, the yellow and white. They get soft in the soup. Very nice. Okay, so let's try out some of the gorengan. This is the bakso goreng. Super crispy. It's just a little bit burnt, in my opinion. Now let's try out the tempe goreng, or fried tempeh. It's a little bit hard, and it's not so fresh. Nah, again, it's okay. Now let's try out the mie ayam with pangsit on the side. So mie ayam is like stir-fried noodles usually with a little bit of soup, but this is dry mie ayam goreng, I think. Ayam is chicken. This is level 1 spice. Basically, you have to order it, and it came out later than the others. That's really spicy for level 1. It goes up to level 3. I was not expecting that level of spice. The chicken is really soft and it's like soy sauce flavor. I like it. It's a little bit chewy. Yeah, I was not expecting that level of spice. Now let's try out the pangsit that comes with mie ayam and chicken inside. Very good.
Let's try out a Chinese version of ramen here in Banda Aceh, Indonesia, called lamyan. Let's try it out. First up, we tried out the lamyan chicken stock. So it's got soup, noodles, slices of chicken, a half-boiled egg. The noodles are super soft. They're made with wheat flour, but there's a little bit of texture, and it's hand-pulled noodles. But interestingly, there's a little bit of texture in the noodles. The soup itself was pretty nice. It's salty, it's seasoned well. But there's just no spice in the whole dish. It's just a little bit plain. The chicken just tasted like plain baked chicken breast. It's alright. Now let's try out the lamyan laksa. It looks a lot more spicy. There's a little bit of chili oil on top. There's shrimp on top. Mix up the chili oil. So it's got a spicy, creamy coconut kind of flavor. It has tofu. It's nice and soft. The shrimp was also pretty good. It has a lot of flavor. It has a little bit of seaweed flavor, the whole dish. It's much more flavor, and it's definitely got the laksa taste. But it was a little bit salty in my opinion. Like the laksa flavors, a little bit too salty. 8 out of 10. It's alright. Now, let's try out the lamyan spicy chicken. It's the fried version, not soup. It was really good. The spicy, it tastes like Chinese chili oil lathered on the noodles. For some reason, the noodles seem a little bit more thin. Super spicy. And the chicken, it's a bit plain. Again, no marination. And it's not like the first one. It's even more plain because it's not in any soup. And it's not marinated at all, interestingly. Now, since it's not soup, it was a little bit too dry in my opinion, and the noodles were a little bit too chewy. It's between this and the laksa, both 8 out of 10. Next, we tried out like hargao or hakao. It's like this dumpling. It's got shrimp in there. It's pretty good, but the outside is a little bit too thick, and it's like chewy. The shrimp inside is actually really good, and it's just okay. Now let's try out Gunung Salju, which is a restaurant here in Banda Aceh. They're famous for the bistik ayam, mie bistik ayam. And I tried it 6 years ago, which we got this mie bistik ayam. So basically it's noodles in a thick consistency soup. It's similar to something like chicken katsu on top and basically katsu curry udon, but Banda Aceh style in my opinion. It's super good. The soup is sweet and the chicken is flavorful. The noodles blend the textures with a little bit of hot sauce. It elevates the dish even more. And there's like some veggies in there like lettuce, which add a bit of freshness, and the consistency of the soup just for some reason comforts a lot. It hasn't changed in the past 6 years and years before then. It's super good. The chicken, honestly, I think it could have been a little bit more crispy, but still the dish is solid. Let's try a Rumah Makan here in Banda Aceh, Indonesia. Is it any good? Let's find out. Basically, this is a Rumah Makan, which basically they serve you all the dishes they have, and then you eat what you want, and then you pay for what you already ate. So yeah, let's give it a try. Is it any good? Let's find out. Here they are famous for their rujak with like coconut insides, which I'll try in a bit. We also have fresh coconut water, super tasty, sweet. I asked for no syrup or added sugar, and it was super refreshing in the fields of Banda Aceh. I also drank the Acehnese classic, which is shredded cucumbers, timun parut. They put some syrup and sometimes have a topping of grass jelly. Pretty good too. But the main course starts with a pyramid of rice in the middle of the plate, of course. Then we add the other dishes. Again, we have ayam tangkap. The chicken was super good and super crunchy. The flavors were much more marinated than the Cut Bit one. And it's an okay size again. It was actually bigger than the one in Cut Bit. Then we had the gulai ayam, which is silky, again, coconut curry, and it tasted pretty good. It was a little bit like chewy though. I don't know how to explain it. It's some average stuff, nothing too extreme. It's just pretty safe. I also tried the gulai kambing or the lamb coconut curry. Again, this one it was super tender, but same flavors, same spiciness. I don't have a video of me trying the rujak itself, but basically it tasted like a normal Indonesian rujak, but it has this crunchy coconut thingy which is like from under the normal coconut meat we eat, and it's apparently a medicine of some sort, and it's like sour and a bit bitter, which makes it unique, I guess, and I tried it just on its own. It's alright. Let's try out Kuala Seafood here in Banda Aceh, Indonesia. Now, I tried this 6 years ago, but does it still taste the same? Let's find out. Now, our last and seventh restaurant we're going to be trying out is Kuala Seafood. Again, we tried this 6 years ago. Let's find out if it's still that good. Honestly, it was all really good. So basically, you have crab, mussels, shrimps, calamari, carrots, corn, potatoes on there, all doused in this sauce padang sauce, which is spicy and creamy. There's a sour kick to it. It was all really juicy, cooked well, with an amazing view on the beach. It still stayed the same flavors from 6 years ago, and I would definitely come back next time I visit Banda Aceh. A dish like this is popular among coastal cities in Indonesia with that seafood, and the seafood just tasted really fresh. It was cooked really well. It's not really marinated, but the sauce is so flavorful that it'll just seep in and give enough flavors. I hope you enjoyed this video of me showcasing my week here in Banda Aceh. I'm going to Malaysia soon, so make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you then. This is your boy Foodie, signing out. Peace.